What's up, YouTube? Brian here with Team D-Boyz Infinity, and today I'm going to be bringing you my first place locals DDD deck profile. So I told you I was going to be playing something fun next week. So this is what I decided to go with, obviously, because the structure came out this weekend, and I've been waiting for it for a while. I actually picked up the core to this deck before they even announced it, because I was like, it's coming in January. We're going to get it in January. And lo and behold, we finally got it in January, so I put the deck together. I already knew it fairly well from testing it online over the summer, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of thinking, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the deck is what it is, so I'll get into the profile. Obviously playing 3 Swirl Slime, 3 Necro Slime, 3 of the brand new tuner, Lamia, triple Kepler. Good card to just kickstart combos if you're missing pieces. And then 3 Ragnarok. This card's also amazing. 3 Copernicus. Copernicus can be like anything you need it to be, which is why it's such a good card. You can send your Lamia or either of your slimes, whatever you need engraved, or even something like a Ragnarok, like whatever you need to set up engraved to make a play. And then 3 Thomas for the last DD monsters. A lot of builds are playing like 2 of Thomas, 2 Copernicus. If you're wondering where the Orthros is, it was in my side deck. But yeah, I just wanted to max on as many combo pieces as I could because they're all like allure targets as well. So you can like banish the extra ones. But I just wanted to see hands full of like all of the necessary combo pieces. Like, you just want a hand of like Lamia, Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, Ragnarok, like, and you can just go off. And then last but not least, 2 Maxi to round out the monsters. Maxi's just so huge, especially since I knew there would be a lot of mirror matches when I got to locals because the deck had just come out and there's a lot of DDD enthusiasts at my locals. And the finals was actually a mirror match, so I knew I had to have Maxi to stop them from going crazy if I had to go second. So for the dark contracts, 3 Gate and 1 Swamp King. A lot of builds run 2 because they don't want to banish it off desires. Like, it's really good. Sometimes you need it, but like a lot of times you don't. So like if you draw it or search it, like when you can use it, it's good. But if you don't see it, you don't really care because you can do your like your combo plays with all the other pieces as long as you open like the Swirl Slime. But if you don't, like sometimes this card's really strong to open. For the draw power, 3 Allure because they're all darks, double Desires, and 1 Upstart. And then to round out the spells, some ridiculous one-ofs. 1 for 1, Foolish, and Soul Charge. Some builds aren't playing this, but it's ridiculous going first. Because even if you can't get off a big one, like sometimes just having 1 extra summon to get out a DD monster to trigger another effect can help you just like get there. That's how I think about this deck when I play, is like how many summons do I have left and how many effects can I trigger. That's basically, I think, the easiest way to think about this deck when you try and play it. But Soul Charge just gives you an additional play, even if it's just as like a Monster Reborn type effect. And then for the traps, I don't like to run a lot of traps in combo decks, but like I had to run D-Burr because it's broken. Especially like in the mirror match, like you can just like ruin people by calling fusion, and it gave me such a big advantage over like every other deck. Like just calling, I played Raid Raptors in round 1. I ended up drawing because we went into time, but like calling Xyz, just shutting him down, like was very incredible. And then I played one of the Dark Contract with the Witch because it's just a searchable trap card, so it's good for defense. I almost never searched it. I sided it out often, but like sometimes, like when I was testing, you have like plays where you can just like go off and still have like a Kepler search, and you can just like waste it on this because like you have a card in hand to make it live. So not only do you have like Siegfried, Crystal Wing, Hope Harbinger, but you have a Vergeki break to back it up. So like it's okay, but you don't want to open this card. Like sometimes it's a brick, but I don't know how I feel about it going forward. But maybe I'll play a 3rd barrier, and then the last trap, Vanity's Emptiness, because it's Vanities and it's broken. Um, So that rounds out the main deck. For the extra deck, D-Boyz. For the fusions, double Genghis. You can run 3 if you want to. I think 2's fine though. Card's really good. Um, Beowulf, it's just such a strong card. Like, even if you just make it opening, sometimes you get awkward hands where you have to go like Dark Beowulf or something, which is like not a great board, but it's not terrible. Like, the heavy storm effect's pretty good, and then like the piercing. Plus, it's just another level 8 to make your rank 8, so it's really strong. Then you have Dark. Dark's really good, like, because not only is it a 7, and you can make plays with it to like go into Siegfried and sometimes like Trish, but like if you get max seed, your Swirl Slime gets max seed, like you just have to summon this. Like, honestly, that's like one of my biggest tips. Like, people don't know how to play this deck around max seed. Like, you can't go off because like they're just gonna find a way to kill you. Even if you set up all 3 of your negators, like it's you can't give them that many cards off max C. So a lot of the times you just make like Dark and pass, and as long as they don't like summon Debdivus, they shouldn't kill you. But it's the best you can do, like, out of a bad situation with max C. And then the last fusion, I ran the big guy. I don't know, I might cut him. He was okay. You can only really make him off the Swamp King. But he did help me go for a game against Magispectors. My opponent left a Bumbuku in attack mode, and I just made this to get the last damage in. So that was funny. For the synchros, got Siegfried, of course, and Alexander for the DD synchros, and then Trish, Crystal Wing, which is part of your lock, Omega, Meteor Burst, Librarian, and Formula. I don't know how I feel about Librarian going forward. Like, the one play you can get with it is really ridiculous, but it does require like a specific hand of cards, so I might cut it for maybe like a rank 6 too. Like, those sometimes come up. Meteor Burst is incredible. People who don't play that are stupid. Like, that card's insane. Going off with like your Ragnarok plays is just nutty. And then for the rank 8s, Kali Yuga and Titanic Galaxy. So I made him a lot, actually. He was pretty good. Because sometimes you just want to make big pushes for games. When I was playing the mirror match, I got deburied on my Swirl Slime. I was able to make, like... That's the other thing. Librarian's good as like a beater that you can make with a Lamia and a Copernicus. But yeah, he called Fusion, and I was just able to push for a game with Kali Yuga and Librarian as a beat stick. And he just couldn't play because I heavy stormed, used a heavy storm effect, blew his back our way. He lost like Soul Charge, another D barrier, like it was insane. So yeah, pretty good card. So that completes the deck profile. My biggest advice on this deck, because a lot of people are like, yeah, it's really hard, I don't know how to play it. How I started was I got like the play combos. I think I went to the Road to the King blog to get them, and I just kind of like would get that sheet, put it next to me, and I would like play against the AI on DevPro. But now, like, that the deck's out, you can just play like solitaire hands, and you just kind of like open a hand, look at the sheet, and say, okay, I can do this play, and then do it, and just practice those plays over and over again. And eventually, you just start to see like plays when you open it, like you just know the deck after you practice enough times. So that's my advice if you want to pick up this deck and don't really know how to play it, because it can be very difficult to pilot, is just like practice the scripted plays with the cards, just solitaire it, and then like, you know, you'll start to get the hang of it, and you'll see the plays, and you'll eventually be really good with this deck. So that's it for the deck profile. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment down below with any suggestions, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.